New England Living is brought to you by Clark, Sub-Zero and Wolf, and Kohler Signature Store by Supply New England. And of course, please stop into the all-new Seven Tide in the Seaport District in Boston.
Today I'm on my way to the southern tip of Maine, to a town called York. Settled in 1624 by Europeans, York is one of the nation's oldest towns. With a population of about 12,000, it is said to balloon to more than 50,000 in the summer months. The Yorks, as they're often referred to, consist of what were once 4 smaller communities. York Village, which has many historic buildings and upscale shops, York Beach, with attractions like souvenir shops and arcades for tourists, Cape Nettic, which is mostly residential, and York Harbor, with historic homes and large estates. Only 1 hour north of Boston and 5 hours north of New York City, York is a pretty quick trip for New Englanders and has a lot to offer and a lot to explore. I'm on my way to meet homeowners Kara and Mike in their modernized and renovated 1922 farmhouse that sits on a tranquil 16 acres overlooking the York River. Kara is an Emmy and Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, and former American Idol judge. Mike is a former art teacher turned general contractor. The energy and creativity and talent in this duo is evident in their home. The couple bought the home about 2 years ago after its renovation. The home has a wide open floor plan and lots of windows that take advantage of the incredible view. Although they had renovated homes in the past, they simply adored this one just the way it was. And it didn't take much to make it their own, with paint, paper, treasured furnishings, and a good deal of art. We're going to meet the homeowners, take a tour of this spectacular property, and then Mike and Kara are going to turn their kitchen over to a local chef and me, and we're going to cook up a delicious meal and celebrate New England living in York, Maine.
Hi. How are you?
I'm well.
Nice to meet you. We actually give hugs.
Oh, thank you. I love that. This entry is stunning. This setting is stunning. And when I look, I see art everywhere.
Yeah. You know, Mike did all these paintings.
Oh, he did.
He has another piece that he actually lit up.
I love the copper tones with the beadboard on the ceiling, too. That looks really nice together. Kara is not only a prolific and talented songwriter, but also confident and self-assured when it comes to her interior design, which is bold, colorful, and brimming with artwork and strong, curvaceous sculptures.
What I love most about art is that you live with it. It's an asset that you can really experience and enjoy, especially this piece that we're looking at.
I love that piece.
We always try to count the faces. So you can count, like, here's 1,
Okay, yeah, I see that.
2. And the thing is that whatever time of day you look at it, it looks different. If you've had a few drinks, you find some more faces. This was my office, and now it's a playroom. And this is an artist named Wolfgang Tillmans. It's actually a photograph, and I'm constantly moving my kids' stuff away from it, so we just jam it. But I think it's, you know, I want him to grow up with these things and to be looking at them and for his friends to come over. Here's some of his stuff there, and it's over here, and it gets all over the floor, but I cleaned it up for you guys a little bit.
I'd like it even if it's messy too. I miss walking on Legos, quite frankly.
Yeah.
The 6,000 square foot home includes an entire first floor, perfect for entertaining. The kitchen dining area runs about 38 feet by 23 feet and has a grand center island made of 4-inch thick butcher block, affording ample space for entertaining. This is incredible.
Pretty amazing, huh?
Nothing feels fussy, but at the same time, there's such an elegance and such a just a style. It's a really great space.
What you want to do is you want people to feel like they can come in and basically go, okay. You know, you don't want them to feel like they can't touch things or they can't move in certain ways. Yeah, and that they can come into the kitchen and they're invited into the kitchen. You know, you could just jump right up and sit on the counter. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You want it to feel like that, like
Yes.
we would just be hanging out. These spaces are all designed for you to just enjoy, you know, look at the water. It's cool, right?
Yeah, it is.
Hear the piano, and then of course the fireplace. I love a fire during the winter.
And well, this feels like a really interesting like hotel in a way too, and I don't mean that in a personal way. I just mean because creating small spaces and intimate spaces is so important.
I think it's inviting for people, and I think when you have a bigger room, what you don't want to do is make it feel cold.
Yeah, and have everyone cling to your wall.
Exactly.
Because they don't know where to go in the big open space.
Yeah, they're kind of
and
like,
now you've taken away the big open spaces and made it nice and intimate. Not only does the home have a collection of modern art, but Kara also makes sure to pay homage to the past with many heirloom family portraits and furniture.
There's some really important things in this room, that have been handed down to me and that really mean a lot to me. This is my great-great-grandfather. He's thinking, he's watching. Right over the fireplace is a painting that my grandmother had over her fireplace. So in some ways, this whole area right here,
is a space to honor.
And those are old books from my grandfather that I put up there. If you look through them, I can actually see my grandparents' handwriting in here, so I keep it there. And this was my mother who passed away when I was 26. So I like to keep all of these old things nearby. I think they give the home a lot of personality.
I have a space like that in my house also.
Yeah. So this is actually an interesting, it's a piece of art. I'm going to call it a piece of art.
Okay.
It's the ember from the fire when I first met my husband. He saved a piece of it.
In my head from the first time that we met.
I mean, I thought that was just your emotion. Like,
No.
fingers
There was
fire?
actually a fire. I said it was a mating call. He said it was a fire because he was cold.
Oh.
I'm going to go with mine.
Yeah, we started
So memories everywhere too.
Yeah.
Memories, stories,
Memories
all
and
part.
stories. Well, as a songwriter, that's my whole life. I tell stories.
I'm dancing in the
When the couple's young son Grayson came home from school, the first thing he wanted to do was check in on the family's chickens and see if they laid any fresh eggs.
Hold them on.
Sure enough, there were a bunch, including a special blue one.
Oh, we got a blue egg! Yay!
No, it's not a false alarm.
Is that cool? How many eggs there? Can you count them?
1, 2, 3.
3 eggs! Wait. Oh! Whoopsies. Whoopsies.
4 eggs.
New England Living is brought to you by Clark, Sub-Zero and Wolf, and Kohler Signature Store by Supply New England. And of course, please stop into the all-new 7 Tide in the Seaport District in Boston.